What is going on, people of YouTube? My name's Kurtyoy and welcome back to a brand new video. Now first of all I want to say welcome to the preview finally. Basically been 2 weeks without posting a video and I do apologise that there'll be no review for the previous game week or for the international break, purely because I've recently started a new job and I've tried to focus things around that. Also got other things going on, so YouTube has taken the back seat, which I said when I came back I would do if I needed to. YouTube will take a back seat. Still wanting to get at least a preview out. Hopefully tomorrow there'll be a captains and differentials video, and then from then on hopefully we'll have regular content as I get into a bit of a schedule, so I know what times I can record and get things out, as I am working at a different time during the day, so it's been something to get used to, but I am getting there, so that is the positive. But we've got today's preview with just the goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders and strikers, not the enhanced bit, because again time is of the issue this week. I'm recording this on a Thursday morning. Another thing is after the defenders and in between the midfielders, we're going to be introducing a very special part of previews. Hopefully we're happening for the rest of the season, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. It's something you guys can get involved with me as well. But we are going to start off with the goalkeepers. We're going to start off with a couple of people are going to get clean sheets, just for a simple fact, they're masters. And the four goalkeepers I've got to suggest for you today are Ben Foster of West Brom, we've got David De Gea, Manchester United, we've got Tom Heaton of Burnley, and we've got Fabianski of Swansea. Starting off with Ben Foster, he comes in at £4.5 million, and they face off in the away game against Brighton, which could be tough realistically, but I don't think Brighton pose much of a threat against teams that can't defend. And then you've got West Brom, who know how to defend, so I feel like that could be nice, tidy, one goal, no conceded. Back to the 1-0s after a 1-1 draw in the game week 3. I think Ben Foster's going to be the man to get a clean sheet this week. Another clean sheet I think is pretty much booked in advance is Man United against Stoke, and we've got David De Gea in for that one, £5.5 million. Usually I don't go with, the last few times I've been with someone, it was a couple of years ago, and I went with Czech when he first joined Arsenal, because Arsenal were getting clean sheets, but De Gea 5.5. I think they're going to get a clean sheet here. Stoke won't offer much to me, and Man United should easily breeze through that. A couple of goals, 2-0. You also got Heaton on £5 million. I don't usually go for Heaton because he's a bit overpriced this year, but Heaton faces off against Crystal Palace, a side that's really in need of a win, and I think Heaton could easily get a clean sheet from that. Maybe they've learnt from West Brom and got a 1-0, because I can't see many goals being scored. If they are going to be scored, I know they're going to be scored by, but Crystal Palace, I think it should be quite an easy team to dispose of. And lastly, we've got Fabianski of Swansea against Newcastle. Interesting one that, because I am risking it a bit, but Mitrovic is banned, you've got Gale that's injured, Newcastle that generally haven't looked good up until they placed, another bad team in West Ham. And I think Swansea, with their new signings, new look, and Paul Clement behind them, could get the 3 points there and even a clean sheet. Moving on to the defenders, we've got Neom of West Brom, we've got Bailey of Manchester United, Ward of Burnley, we've got Norton of Swansea, Bertrand of Southampton, and Aurier of Tottenham. Bit of a risk at the end. Starting off with Neom, I mentioned it before. With Foster, I feel like I'm going to get a clean sheet. The only difference is that with the with the returns of Macaulay and Evans happening soon, and also Gibbs coming into the team, the back four that's usually played could be no more. There might be changes. I think Neom is one that's going to keep his place. I think Bertrand, I think Gibbs will go left back and Neom will go right back, but I'm not ready to say Gibbs just yet until he nails down his first team spot. I think Neom though will be good, getting up and down those flanks, maybe even an assist or two against the Brighton side, who knows, although it'll probably only be one assist, let's be real, because we're not going to score more than one goal. Bailey also there, £6.1 million, sturdy defender, he's not going to get dropped, so maybe a bit overpriced for a centre back, but he's going to play every game unless he's unfit or the rotation comes around for the Champions League games, and the Premier League games become games they don't want to play after game week 11 or 12, let's say, for Jose Mourinho's side. And again, clean sheet should be pretty much booked up. Ward as well, scored a fantastic goal this season already. Maybe we can add to that in this game. But I think Burnley might be able to expose the fact they've got 3 at the back, technically 5. Maybe use those fullbacks to their advantage. But yeah, I think Ward should be on for a clean sheet, maybe even some attacking returns as well in this game. Norton as well was another one that looks good. Good run of fixtures coming up. potential to get clean sheets. Already got 2 clean sheets so far this season, and also Kyle Norton comes in, you know, with some decent attacking return options as well. I feel like Swansea could be doing really well in the upcoming game weeks, and Norton will be at the forefront of that FPL wise. He's in my team. So that's how much I believe in him. You also got Bertrand there, 5.5. I was going to go for Cedric, but Bertrand I feel like offers up more attacking returns. 2 goals and 5 assists is a lot more than any other Southampton defender last season. And he's, you know, this game week I'm against Watford, which is why I didn't put Forster in there. Might not get a clean sheet, but attacking returns could be there nonetheless. And Serge Aurier, interesting one that. Because I'm not sure if he's going to play or if he's going to be benched in the first few game weeks, and Trippier will keep his spot. For the moment, I'm putting him in there for a simple reason. I feel like he's a new signing. They haven't had many, so he could potentially get in to the team. Now, earlier on I teased this bit of the video, and I'm really excited for it. I've managed to strike a deal with the guys over at fantasytotes.com, and they've got a pretty unique betting experience. Also, Fantasy Premier League experience. It's the bet on Fantasy Premier League, and it's something that I'd looked at before, but no site really offered it. And Fantasy Tote, I've looked at it, and it's, to me, the best option out there if you're a big fan of fantasy football. Now, the reason this is that they use the points off the Fantasy Premier League website to go into their game. So you've got multiple different game modes. For this week, I'm going to be focusing on 2 different game modes. You've got 5-a-side and you've got Dream Team, and they're the 2 I'm going to be focusing on. 5-a-side is when you pick a game. So this week the featured fixtures are Man City versus Liverpool, you've got Leicester versus Chelsea, Stoke versus Manchester United, and Swansea versus Newcastle, as part of the 4 featured fixtures out of the 10. This week I'm going to be betting on the Manchester City versus Liverpool game, and you've also got a Dream Team option where you can pick a full 11 team. There's no price cap, just for this one game week you pick that team and try and get the highest score. And the way it works is on pool betting. If you don't know how that works, I'll put a link in the description for the frequently asked question page, so you can go and have a look and read up on it yourself, because although I'd looked at it and I didn't understand it at first, I feel like reading up on it on their website is a lot clearer, and definitely something you should be doing. But yeah, as for my 5-a-side, we're looking at Man City versus Liverpool. As I've said, you can change formation. You have to have a goalkeeper. You have to have a goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and striker. You can choose where you have your second player in terms of attack, defence, and midfield. I've gone for attack, obviously, because it's Man City versus Liverpool. Almost said Man United. Ederson starts in goal for me. I've got a Walker in right back. Mane's my sole midfielder with Firmino and Jesus up front. The trick with this one is that you can only have 3 players from each club, as you can in Dream Team as well. So I couldn't have a full Man City team. I couldn't say let's replace Firmino and Mane with De Bruyne and Aguero, because it'd exceed the 3 players, which I didn't even realise until I picked my team. I thought, you know what, I'll pick that team anyway. But yeah, that's the team I'm going with. I've put €10 into that one because they bet with euros. It makes no difference. You still put money onto it as usual. It is no bother there. And you've also got Dream Team as well, which is a full 11-man team. Again, only 3 players from each club, and also you selected captains. Your captains from each club will get double points. My captains for the 5-a-side is Jesus, and my Dream Team, I've gone with a 4-4-2 because I wasn't sure what to go with. David De Gea in goal. He's got a Stoke game, so I should get a clean sheet in that one. Back 4, you've got Neom, Norton, Bertrand, and Alonso, which is I think a pretty sturdy full back 4. Could also get 5 clean sheets out of that, I think. So maybe stretching the boat. Swansea might not, Southampton might not. I feel like there could be a few clean sheets and attacking returns in there. All fullbacks as well. In midfield, Man United double up with Mkhitaryan and Pogba. One of them is going to get attacking returns, and it could be a big amount as well this game week. Fabregas is in there because I feel like he could play a big part in prying open a Leicester defence. You also got Mane as well, because attacking the Man City defenders could be really, really easy, and Mane could be one of the ones to do it quite a lot in the early fixture. You've also got Jesus and Vokes up front. Jesus is there because I quite like him for this game week, and I do think there's always goals in the Man City-Liverpool game. And Vokes simply because he's facing off against the Crystal Palace side that have conceded goals for fun recently. So I'd say Vokes got a decent chance of scoring. But yeah, that is Fantasy Tote. I'll go into more detail in the next week's video because, of course, a bit rushed now, but it's a fantastic website. You can sign up with the link down below and get betting. I hope to see you on there. Next, we've got the midfielders, and the 6 midfielders we've got for you today. Mkhitaryan, we've got Fabregas, we've got Mane, we've got Phillips, we've got Eriksen, and we've got Sanchez. But the Sanchez of Swansea. Starting off with Mkhitaryan, £8.2 million gets you Henrik Mkhitaryan. He looks really good for me personally. And Man United against Stoke. One of them, Pogba, Mkhitaryan, should be getting attacking returns. He's got 5 assists in the 3 game weeks. I feel like could be set for that to continue against the Stoke side, who could be on the end of a 4-0, just like many other teams will be this season. Fabregas another one at £6.9 million. A good price for him, considering that he could play another assist, because he got a goal and assist in the last game week. He looks as if he could have good attacking returns, and 6.9 is a decent price for him. Mane's another one, again, Man City, I feel like haven't improved in the defence the way they should have, and Mane could exploit that. Phillips as well was another one that could come in, just a cheap price of £6 million, and get an all-important goal or assist against Brighton, so he could be one to watch out for. Eriksen at 9.6, fantastic start to the season, fantastic international break, means that he is looking in tip-top form and coming back against an Everton side that maybe could be lacking height at the back. Exploit that with Kane, with the centre-backs coming up. You know, you've got Dyer there maybe playing, Wanyama as well maybe playing, Vientre come off the bench. There's a big height difference between the sides. Could we lose for the corners, the free kicks, getting them in, or even scoring from them, as he showed in the international break. And Renato Sanchez is in there because he's a bit cheap, bit of a wild card, and I think he could be one to watch for this coming season. Lastly, we've got the 5 attackers that I think could score big, or at least score, or at least get some attacking returns this coming game week. We've got Kane, Jesus, Morata, Vokes, and Chicharito. Starting off with Kane, he's dropped in price, so that's the point. That's the point everyone wants to get him in. That's the point everyone wants to get him in. We've been waiting for this for the entire international break. Finally dropped. Could be good for us FPL players. Another one that's dropped and could look good is Gabriel Jesus. Is that the right one? Who knows? There's loads of Jesuses in world football. But Jesus, he comes at 10.4, drops in price again from 10.5, and I think personally he is a steal, especially amongst Liverpool defence that, let's face it, if exploited in the right ways, could look a bit dodgy, despite the fact they've got 2 clean sheets already. How they get that, I don't know. We've also got Morata in there. He's got a goal and assist in both the home games, and I think could look deadly again against Leicester. Uses pace and a bit of strength to his advantage. The fact is, he's quite tall, and also got a bit of speed about him as well, which could be in his advantage. You also got Vokes there at 6 million. Vokes is someone that I think could be really good, and also personally, you're looking at a really weak Crystal Palace side. Could be good, and I've already said it in the fantasy tote bit. Could be really good for his points. That's why he's in my team for Dream Team, sorry. And Chicharito finally is the last one. I feel like Huddersfield, although they've got 3 clean sheets to their name, looking at it, I feel like they're facing off against a West Ham side. They're out of form, but a Javier Hernandez that, if you put a ball into the right place, he is going to be there. And I think they haven't faced up against that so far. And I feel like Chicharito will at least get 1 goal and end the consecutive clean sheets of Huddersfield. But that happens to be that for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.